Hi, this is Mohammed Abbasi from the Warwick Arts Centre. I've just stepped outside to give you a little briefing about basically how the US military thinking has evolved. Let's go back in a time for a moment to a period before satellites, before cyber tools or global alliances, a time when the US military, America's military, stayed at home, when the goal was simple: to protect the American homeland, to avoid foreign entanglements, to avoid foreign wars. Now, fast forward to today, to 2025, the world has changed. So has America's role in it, and so has the way the US prepares for conflict. This is the story of how US military strategy has evolved from isolation to global leadership, from waiting for threats to staying ahead of threats, anticipating threats, from staying out to leading from the front. So before World War II, the US, as I said, avoided foreign entanglements. They didn't want to be involved in European wars or Asian wars or African wars. The US military was small, mostly focused on defending the US homeland, the US territory. Today, it's the opposite. The US today leads alliances like NATO, works with partners in Asia, in Africa, and has a military presence in literally nearly every major region of the world. So the Americans stayed out in the past. Today, they step in to shape outcomes or potential outcomes. From waiting to react in the past to always being ready today. Before World War II, the US built up its military. After the war started, they mobilized factories, they drafted troops, and they scaled up really fast. It was a kind of a wait and respond approach. Today, the US is built for instant response. They have forces to deploy in hours, not months. They don't wait for threats to grow. They try to stop them early on or anticipate them and stop them. In the past, they prepared after the threat appeared. Today, they are ready before it appears. From mass production to precision technology. In the 1940s, war was about numbers. Who had the more tanks, who had the more aircraft, who had more soldiers. Victory came from overwhelming force. But in 2025, it's about precision. One drone strike can do what they used to take 100 troops or 1,000 troops. Today we use AI satellites and cyber tools to quickly and accurately deal with issues. In the past, it was about quantity that won wars. Today, it's about quality and speed that win battles. From separate sectors to close collaboration. Back then, the military and the private industry worked together in wartime. Factories were converted to build weapons, then returned to normal life after war. Today, the military works hand in glove, hand in hand with tech companies year-round. So you have Microsoft, Google, SpaceX, Palantir, and others that design the future of defense. Cybersecurity, satellites, artificial intelligence are all part of military planning today. In the past, defense and businesses were separate. Today, now, in 2025, they're part of the same system. From clear enemies to complex threats. You can look at now. In the past, enemies were easy to identify. There were Germany, there were Japan, there were the Soviet Union. Wars had clear fronts, they had clear flags. Now threats come in different forms. There's cyber attacks, there's fake news, there's economic pressures, there's covert operations. Adversaries like China, Russia, even non-state actors operate in gray zones just below the level of war. In the past, the enemy wore a uniform. Today, the threats can be invisible. From mass drafts to elite volunteer forces, World War II relied on massive conscription. Millions of ordinary people trained to fight. In 2025, the military is smaller but more skilled. The military is about highly trained professionals, about special forces, about drone pilots, cyber operators. It's not just about how many, it's about how capable military is. In the past, many were trained for basic war. Now, fewer people are trained for advanced warfare. So what does this all mean? The US military today is built on a kind of thinking. It's not just about preparing for war, it's about shaping war, it's about shaping peace. It's not just about strength, it's about speed, it's about flexibility, it's about precision. It's not just about battles, it's about influence, it's about presence, it's about readiness. The shift from the pre-World War II to 2025, it shows how America's view of itself has changed, that the world, from reacting to kind of leading from the front, from staying behind to staying ahead. In a world that moves fast, strategy must move faster. And in 2025, the US military strategy isn't just ready for conflict. It's designed to prevent it, to shape it, and when needed, to win it. Think about China. China's learning from all of this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Speak soon.